guys, welcome back. Welcome to my new home. This is my first video in this new place. I'm still trying to find where like the lighting and everything works, so bear with me. I'm sorry, I have the windows open because it's really warm in here. And we have central AC, but it can be kind of loud, so maybe I'll close the windows briefly. Okay, just close the windows. Hopefully that's a bit better. It's also garbage day today and whatever. Anyways, but yeah, so many changes in the last bit, especially since I did like an actual kind of vloggy video. This isn't really a vloggy video, but just wanted to say there are a lot of updates to be told. But yeah, life is good, life is exciting, but life is busy. I'll talk about all the updates in a future video, but well, Chris and I work. We work full-time. We work more than full-time and we're on call and that kind of thing. But we still want to try to live our lives. I think especially now people realize the importance of work-life balance. So although we work a lot, we're trying to offset that with really enjoying our time together outside of work. We also want to eat healthy. We're both pretty healthy eaters, although Chris used to be a chef, like he cooked for a living before working where he works now. He also went to school for it and he's very like classically French trained, and he uses a lot of like butter, which I mean his food tastes amazing, but I'm also like I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't eat that much butter. I mean, like I said, it tastes so good. My body does not like it. So we've been trying to get into more of meal prepping and like lighter basic meal preps, just with everything going on, and especially like LA. I don't know if people can relate to this, but like traffic, like getting groceries is like an all-day event. Maybe not all day, but like all afternoon, or you have to like order delivery, or you take a couple days out of the week to go. And that plus the meal prep, it just takes a lot of time for me and Chris. I've been looking at doing like a meal delivery service for a while now, but I wanted to find one with really good food, because you can do, there's a lot of meal prep businesses, what are they called, like meal delivery services, that they have like the basics. It's like chicken and rice or salads with chicken, whatever. Like I can make that. Like that's not what I'm looking for. We can put together chicken and rice, basic salad with chicken, shrimp, whatever, really quickly. What we want is like more variation, because I can eat really plain. Like I can eat plain chicken on a bed of lettuce all day, and like plain egg whites on sourdough. But when I do that for like a week, I actually, even though it's like healthy, at the end of the week, I just like don't feel that good, because I know I'm not getting all the nutrients that I need, because I'm eating the same like 4 ingredients all week. So what I was looking for was something with a lot of variation, where I can get like all the micronutrients that I need. If you've like noticed this too, but there are some companies that I feel like all of their items on their like menu look the same. They're just kind of prepared differently. It'll be a quinoa and arugula salad with chicken on top, an herb crusted salmon on like a bed of quinoa and spinach. It's like these are all the same components, they're just like arranged differently. And like, man, I can do that. Like I'll pay for variation. So anyways, Chris and I are doing methodology. They told us it would be delivered Monday by 6 a.m. but I think we were like the first on the delivery list, because it was delivered at like Sunday night at like 9 p.m. So we quickly unloaded it. It comes in these boxes with like, and it's like all ice packs and stuff and insulated. So we were just heading to bed and we're like, let's just quickly unload this. Plus it gets really hot in LA pretty fast. So even overnight. Oh my God, a passion fruit just fell. Yes. We have a passion fruit vine outside we just discovered. We were like, what are these fruits hanging here? And we asked our landlord and he didn't know, but we found out they're passion fruit. Like, what passion fruit? Free passion fruit. And when they fall, they're ripe and ready to eat. That's a story for another day. But yeah, methodology. So I got methodology, unloaded it, and it's now Tuesday, so we have tried a bit of it. Let me show you what we got. Okay, so yeah, this is what they look like. They come in either these containers or they come in these jars, glass jars, but they have the instructions on the top and the title of what it is. All of them are either stovetop or microwave if they need to be heated up. It has the expiration date on it and then like the macros on it as well. Oh, sorry, it's my fridge. Okay, so let's just like pull some out. Okay, I obviously can't show you the one that I already ate, but we did eat the grass-fed bulgogi, the braised beef. It was so good. This one I haven't eaten. It's the immunity turmeric tahini pastured chicken. And they have really cute little names for it too. Like this one's called I Hear You Calling My Name. It's a sumac spice pastured chicken breast, murasaki sweet potato, rainbow cauliflower, red amaranth, and dill. This is what it looks like. It comes with like the sauce and everything. And then you take those out. It'll probably tell you what are the instructions. In the microwave, you remove cups and petite greens. Heat the rest in a separate bowl for 3 minutes or until desired temperature. Garnish, serve with turmeric, tahini, and enjoy. But just like, look at all those colors. And it smells really good too. It's just like something like that, like I would never prepare on my own. So there's a bunch of meals like that. I'll try to go through them throughout the week as I eat them. Obviously, I didn't show you the first one. This one I'm really excited about. I won't eat now. So for like sizes of the dishes, there's like standard, large, so just like a couple ounces more, and couples, so it's like 2 standards, but you get a bit of a discount, I guess, for ordering 2 of them. What I should have done, I ordered some couples things and some large things because I'm like, oh, large, we'll just like split them, just because it was our first week and I wanted to see what it would be like and if I would like it, and order it again. But this, I think I ordered a large of, like this, sorry, this is the Ukrainian borscht. This is a large, and in my mind I was like, yeah, we'll just share it. But especially like this week, Chris and I have opposite schedules. Like he's 6 a.m. to 4:30 and I'm 3 p.m. to like 9 p.m. or later. So I don't know when we're gonna share these. Plus they're not very, like this one, it'll be hard to split into 2, like to take separately. Like when we're eating together, sure, but we're not really this week. So a couple of them, like the beef one I said that I already ate, the beef bulgogi, it's like, I ordered 2. I ordered like the couples of that. So he took one and I took one. And that's what I'm doing in the future. I'm gonna order like couples. Even when we're like working together, we don't often have the same breaks. But he's really good at like saving half for me. He's just perfect. But anyways, that's what I'm gonna eat. This is another one I ordered for the couples. So he took one to work and I have one here. This is the Al Pastor pastured pulled pork taco bowl. Cilantro lime cauliflower rice, grilled pineapple salsa, avocado lime crema, and stir-fried purple cabbage. See, it's just like stuff I would just never buy on my own, and now it'll be all together and delicious. But I'll heat that up and I'll show you that. I also, they have like, so they have breakfast and then like lunch and dinner options. But the breakfast ones, a lot of them are like scrambled eggs, like steak, or they're like vegan eggs too. They also always have like an overnight oats and then like a chia. Chris took the chia to work and I have the overnight oats here. He's gonna save me some though. But this is the raspberry and orange protein dreamy overnight oats with raspberry lime chia jam, ashwagandha cinnamon granola, and almond butter. And I tried to make it seem like I didn't eat any, but I obviously did. But it was so good. It's like, but it's still very sweet, but not in like a I'm eating candy kind of way. And then another option is that they have these like family style meals. So I ordered the 100% grass-fed lean beef lasagna with layers of brown rice, lasagna sheets, San Marzano marinara, and vegan spinach ricotta. Per serving, so there's 4 servings in this, 32 grams of protein, 300 calories, 28 carbs, and only 8 grams of fat. So it's just like, it really matches or goes with like what we're looking for in terms of macros and stuff. The other point of this is not just because we don't have time, but it's also just when we do have time, we just want to spend it together, hanging out. And so I thought like stuff like, especially this one would be good for when we get off work late and we're just like, we could either get pizza or eat something delicious that we have in our fridge. So that's what this is for. And then lastly, before I heat that up, this is, they also have like little snackies, like little cookies, or they have like these protein bars, but they look kind of like biscotti, but they're protein bars. This one is the hormone balancing lemon lavender wild marine collagen protein bar, and these are so good. Like I love a lemon dessert, and Chris is like a lavender guy. Like he puts lavender in his coffee, and I will say like this is kind of, they're pretty sweet for something with like not a lot of added sugar. Like it's only 16 grams of carbs, 13 grams of fat, but 16 grams of protein, and they are so good. Like they're already on my next week's order. Actually, they have different flavors, so I think I'm getting like, there's like a raspberry something. I'm gonna try that one, but I'm just gonna warm up this taco bowl. Put it in a like a Tupperware because I have to go to work and the jar was really hot, so, and I wanted to mix it around and everything and add things to it. But this smells so good. It's like, I love cilantro, lime, everything. And it's like pork, but it's not heavy. Like Chris texted me today because he, like I said, he brought this to work and ate it. He's like, it's good because it's like filling, but like not heavy. I'm like, that's because you use so much butter. I'm just kidding. But no, it's like, sometimes like pork can be like heavy or greasy, but it's really light. It's so good. And like it tastes fresh too. Anyways, this is so good. I'm gonna scarf this down and go to work, but I'll talk to you guys later. Okay, Chris is playing video games. He'll be talking in the background. Hopefully you can't hear it. Love you. So I'm gonna make. I'm excited. I really wanted to try these two. The borscht, which I was really excited about, and then the bisque. Borscht and bisque. So bisque and borscht. But I am gonna heat them up in the pot today. So all the other ones I've either been eating cold because I actually don't mind cold food, and then microwaving. But let's do it on the stovetop. So the borscht, I have to remove the cup, move the little cups inside. So it has this, and the greens. Preheat pan to medium high. Add beef and then a 1/4 cup of water. While that's warming up, we have the bisque. Remove the little cups, which are like the toppings. This is the bisque. So this one I think I put in a pot. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, heat in a pot.
For this one?
That's what? Needs cheese for the borscht, like the beef stew. I liked it. I thought it was like a lot of meat in it.
And the biscuits are pretty good.
The biscuits are good. But it's good. I might have like overheated it because it's like a bit dry. I just need more sauce. But the sauce is really good. It's like spicy. Like there's some heat to it. The rice is good. It's definitely key to add that teaspoon of water to the rice, because once I didn't add the water to it and the rice is just, I don't know if you've ever tried like eating day-old rice without adding water to it. It's just like mushy but crunchy at the same time. Not good. The herbs are so fresh too. I feel like the herbs is really like bringing it back to life. But yeah, really good. I'd say like, for me, like 7 out of 10. But again, it's like a lot of stuff I wouldn't eat normally at all. So good variation too. The beef, the rice, the ginger rice, the snap peas, the herbs. Again, like maybe if you do make this at home, this isn't that like groundbreaking for you, but I feel like it's good to mix this up. Because yesterday, let's see, today's Wednesday, so Monday, Tuesday, I just had the same things that I normally eat because I didn't have any methodology. So I had like protein, I had like this, there's like this Ezekiel wrap I get with vegan butter from Trader Joe's, like 2 separate things, like Ezekiel wraps and this like vegan butter I get from Trader Joe's, and I just eat that together. That's kind of most, like I don't feel like, oh, Monday I did make like a salad with chicken, but otherwise like yesterday I didn't really eat any actual meal, I feel. So yeah, this is more like sustainable. But yeah, 7 out of 10. Another thing that I've been loving from Methodology, this is like very much an extra thing. Like I don't think that I need this, kind of just like maybe a splurge item, but it's their apple cider vinegar, I think like tonics or shrubs they call them. And basically it's like apple cider vinegar mixed with some sort of fruit. There's like pomegranate, guava, passion fruit, different ones. And there also usually has something else in them. Like I know the passion fruit one has wheatgrass in it too, apple cider vinegar shrub. There's like 5 different flavors. I've had the the passion fruit one. This is the guava one. There's I know there's a pomegranate one, there's a mango one, Concord grape one. And there's 8 servings in this. Every serving is 2 ounces. So you take 2 ounces of this and then mix it with 8 ounces of water. So it's not like straight up apple cider vinegar, but it's a good way. I mean, everyone has heard about the health benefits of apple cider vinegar. There was a while when I was doing apple cider vinegar, like straight, well, just like plain apple cider vinegar mixed with water first thing in the morning, but I felt like it really upset my stomach. It was just too much acid, even though it's diluted. Like it was just, I feel like it was making me bloated, like it was angering my stomach. I feel like it was causing like inflammation. It was just like too much for me in the morning. So now I kind of just have this, which is like mixed with fruit, like I said, like guava or whatever. And they also have other superfoods in it. So it's kind of even more, not necessarily dilute, but it's not just like plain apple cider vinegar and water. It's mixed with other things. And yeah, I just have that like throughout the day. May have like 1 or 2 a day. It's also, I don't know, usually I go through these phases where I'm like not into water at all. And I will basically only drink coffee. And sometimes I even switch to decaf coffee because I'm like, I just would rather drink decaf coffee than plain water because water is so boring. And I've tried those like drink mixes, like those electrolyte mixes, but I don't love those. I feel like they're very salty and expensive for what they are, and I just don't need them. But maybe not even salty. They also, when there's too much artificial flavoring in them, they make me very bloated. So I can't have those. But this is like a good alternative. It's actually really tasty. You can taste the apple cider vinegar in it for sure, but it's not very strong. I could identify it for sure if someone was like, oh, have this drink. Like it looks like blue Gatorade. But if I drank it, I'd be like, oh no, there's apple cider vinegar in there. But it's not aggressive. Like my boyfriend likes this and he does not like apple cider vinegar. So this one, the guava one, in terms of the superfoods in it, has like ashwagandha, lemon peel powder, monk fruit, red beets, turmeric, spirulina, wheatgrass, orange prebiotic inulin fiber, moringa leaf powder, matcha green tea powder, coconut water, mint, chlorella, and tapioca. And then there's like a touch of maple syrup for, I guess, to balance it out, to sweeten it. But yeah, it's really good. So this is like one of the things I've been getting. This 8 serving one is $24.99. So divide that by 8, it's about like $3 or so a drink. Actually, I also have like the 5-pack because there's 5 different flavors, so you can get 5-pack that has 2 servings per flavor, so it's like 10 servings. But yeah, I've had the passion fruit one before and I really like that one. I wanted to try the guava one, but I think I ordered a different one for next week. But I'm really liking them. It helps me up my water intake without being bored or getting bloated in some kind of way. That's what it looks like. Actually, honestly, I don't even really taste the apple cider vinegar. There's definitely like a vinegar aftertaste. Not aftertaste. There's like that hit of vinegar. But again, it's like not abrasive or anything. It's like, oh yeah, okay, there's apple cider vinegar in it. But it's very smooth, I'd say. But yeah, that's another thing I'm liking. Okay guys, back with another Methodology meal. I am getting ready. Well, I'm ready. I'm on my way to work. Just about to leave. And I usually try to eat as much as I can in the morning because I work out in the morning and I find that I'm super hungry after. And if I don't eat enough in the morning, then I'm so drained by the afternoon. And plus I like to kind of do some sort of like intermittent fasting for the rest of the day. Like if I eat enough calories in the morning, maybe after like 4 o'clock I won't eat until the next morning, because it really does make me feel better. Anyways, kind of ranted a bit. So Methodology, right now we have the Braised Barbacoa grass-fed beef and petite power salad. Chris had the same one. He brought it to work. I will heat this up right now. Might eat it in the car. So it is a smoky charred corn salsa, atomic tomato, pickled radishes, and cilantro lime dressing. So it looks like this. We have the beef and the ginger, cilantro lime dressing, greens, and the corn and stuff. Let me see. So to heat it up, I'm gonna do the microwave because that's typically what I always do. Heat mixed veggies and beef on a separate plate for 3 minutes. So I just have like the corn and the beef in the Tupperware. While that's heating, I want to talk about these collagen protein bars that Methodology has. They have, I think, 3 or 4 different flavors. Chris and I have had the lavender ones a couple times, and those are so good. Like, they're so good. Even if you're not a lavender person, they're somehow so sweet. And I think that those ones have ashwagandha in them, which I find really helps with my like energy and like mood and everything. I also have ashwagandha. We have like ashwagandha chocolates that aren't Methodology, but I can talk about those in a separate video, or just let me know if you want to hear about those. But these ones are immune boosting goji raspberry wild marine collagen bars. You can see I've kind of half eaten one of them, but they're kind of like, I'd say they're more like shortbread cookies almost in like their taste and texture, but of course everything is like dairy free, gluten free, no refined sugars, like sustainably sourced everything. I think it has cashew in it, sesame, like tree nuts. So the fat is a little higher than normally I'd go for, which is kind of why I eat like maybe just half a bar at a time versus a full bar. But the macros you saw on the screen there, 231 calories per bar, 13 grams of fat, 17 grams of carbs, and 16 grams of protein. So still, like, if you're craving like a cookie, I think this is more like a cookie than like a protein bar. Like I said, these ones are like the goji berry ones, which are really good too, but I really like the lavender ones we had. They also have, I think, like, I want to say either a mint chocolate or a matcha chocolate, but I haven't tried those ones yet. But these ones are really good, so I would recommend these or the lavender ones. And there's like a nice little snack. It's recommended to keep them in the fridge for optimal texture, but it's not required. It smells good. Okay, obviously this won't be super aesthetic because I'm putting it in a Tupperware container. You know, that's just how it goes sometimes. That's really good. The cilantro lime. Oh, this is what I have. Oh my god, it's so hot. Duh, glass in the microwave for 3 minutes. Okay, but this is what it looks like now. We have the greens and the beef, the corn, salsa, and ginger. Let's have a quick bite because I do have to run to work. It's hot. Yeah, I feel like the cilantro lime is just so light, and like the corn, it's also light and fresh, and then mixed with like the beef, which isn't like heavy at all. Like, that's good. Whole thing is 468 calories, fat is 20. That's probably because of the beef and maybe the cilantro lime dressing. Carbs are 32, fiber 10, and 40 grams of protein. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna run to work, but another good meal. We're back with another meal, a pre-work meal. I have to go in to work right now. I actually thought I had, well, I didn't know if I had more time or less time. I'm doing a case that's like following another case, so it just depended when that first case ended, but then something came up and now I have to go in sooner than I thought. Anyways, at least I have the Methodology, so I'm gonna heat this up really fast and probably eat it on the way there, so I'll report back later. I might try and sneak a bite and tell you how the first few bites are, but right now we have the holy basil pastured chicken mince and maca curry squash. So this is the noodle mix. Looks like this. Chicken noodles. I think they're edamame noodles. Ooh, I love edamame noodles, but I know Chris doesn't, and I know he took, like, I have 2 of these and he took one of them to work, so I'll let you know what he thinks. He just doesn't, I think he just, like, the fact that it's not like true pasta, like it's made from edamame, he tastes like that, like it just overpowers everything else to him. But I really like it, so we'll see. he's always had that issue. It's not just methodology. Like I've bought those noodles before and he is just like not into them, but I like them. I've always really liked them. Let's warm this up. So microwave. So remove cups and greens. Heat rest for 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Plate and then garnish. So I don't know if I'm gonna plate it, but oh my gosh. Let's see if I can open this. Oh, good. Lots of greens. Damn, that glass jar is always so hot. Yes, we have this candle going on in the background because, well, for the vibes, but also we've had some issues with bugs lately, and like I think it's just like the change of seasons because it is getting colder out for sure. I think just more bugs are coming in, and like we're not like we're so clean, we're barely even home, which I think is like another thing, is like it's almost like no one's living here because we're always at work. So I'm like, maybe that's why. Anyways, this looks so good. It smells really good. Oh yeah, so the candle. The point of the candle is that it's one of those like citronella candles I got from Amazon. It doesn't actually, well, it's like citrusy. I think there's like obviously citronella, and then I think like lavender and peppermint and stuff. So it's like not super overpowering. Like now that I'm here, we get really used to it. But when you first, like I swear before I even walk in the home, I can smell it from like the porch. But then once you're inside for a bit, I'm like, I don't even smell it anymore, which may or may not be good for me, but whatever. It has actually really helped the past like 48 hours. Like we haven't seen any bugs, so. But okay, I did plate it just for the aesthetic, but let's see. Also, my bowls are just really aesthetic. Let's see if it's not gonna focus. Oh, here, let me like actually show you. So pretty. So yeah, the ginger, the greens, there was some like crunchy, I don't know, like nuts and hemp seeds and stuff to put on top, and then there's like the cabbage and it looks like beets or yam or something, and then obviously the edamame noodles, and then the minced chicken. Looks really good. In case you didn't catch the nutritional information, calories for the whole jar are 422, 10 grams of fat, 34 grams of carbs, 13 grams of fiber, and 48 grams of protein. It's really good. There's like a spice on it, not like a hot spice, but like herb spices. Anyways, I have to run to work, but I'll let you know how this goes and how Chris feels. Oh, and then yesterday I showed you that I brought in the car that like apple cider vinegar shrub. It looks like blue Gatorade, but it's like an apple cider vinegar. They're like concentrated apple cider vinegar. This one's passion fruit and wheatgrass, and the other one was guava, but they're all like fruit and apple cider vinegar and like some other things added to it. Like again, this has wheatgrass. I think they have like ashwagandha. They have like a whole list of like things added to them to like make them like superfoods, but we already all probably know how good apple cider vinegar is for like us and digestion and diet and your gut and whatever. I haven't opened this one yet. This is a fresh one. So anyways, love these. But yeah, gonna run to work now. Talk to you later. We're back. Another methodology meal. I think this is the last methodology meal I have in our fridge right now. It is Friday, so that makes sense. They are all best before, or like enjoyed best within the 5 days of them being delivered, which they're delivered Sunday night, so Monday to Friday, and then weekend is kind of up to yourself. So that's perfect. This is the last one. I have the Greek, oh no, I don't know how to pronounce this. Greek Avgolemono immunity pastured chicken soup. Okay, you tell me how that's pronounced. Greek Avgolemono soup. Wild rice pilaf. Oh god, I can't. I'm so hungry. Wild rice pilaf, mushroom medley, pistachio parm. Because again, everything's dairy free. That's what it looks like. Yeah, I've been running around all morning and I'm already at like, I think 11,000 steps, which some days I don't even get 10,000. I know it doesn't like mean anything. It's not like backed by science that it'll make you like this much healthier, but it's a good goal for me. I find, especially working like where I do, like in the hospital, I'm just like stuck in the ORs all day sometimes, and I don't get 10,000 steps that easily. But but I've been running on all day, and maybe I'll even get more than my boyfriend today. Probably not. Chris actually walks a lot for his job. He usually gets like 18,000 steps. I just can't keep up with that. Okay, so got my bowl. This actually would be a good one to put in, like put an egg in, like a poached egg or something, but I actually bought some sourdough toast and avocado, so I'm gonna make like a little avocado toast thing later. So I'll save the egg for that. Again, microwave. I don't think my clay pots, I don't think they're microwave safe, so I'm not gonna risk it because they were super expensive. If you're wondering, the candles are still working. We haven't seen any bugs in the house, really. Yeah, nothing else, so no, these candles. I actually realized that we're on the last one. It's almost out, so I like rush ordered these from Amazon. I paid extra shipping so they would be delivered today because I'm not risking it. It was only like $3 extra for rush shipping. It's good. It's good with the spices. Again, it's like good flavor. I feel like Chris might say it needs more salt. The rice is good. It's definitely more like earthy with the wild rice and mushrooms, and I love mushrooms, so this is really good. But there's some like, again, like herbs and spices that kind of bring it to life. Good flavor again. Yeah, these last two have been really good. Yeah, I was gonna say that last one, the one I had yesterday, the chicken, that one was probably one of my all-time favorites, and Chris actually agreed. And I know I was worried that Chris wouldn't like it because it has like the edamame noodles, and he just can't stand that flavor, but he's like, I didn't even really notice, it somehow went all together. It was just like really well-rounded and flavorful. Same with this one, but especially that yesterday one. It was really like light. Not that I would say the methodology meals, like any of them are really heavy, but some of them are a lot more hearty, especially like the beef ones, or like, yeah, some of the like red meat ones. They're really hearty, but that one was just like so light. And yeah, I like that the flavor seemed to come more from like the broth and like herbs and stuff in the broth rather than from like a sauce. I don't know why. I just feel like it made it more like well-rounded and like overall more flavorful than like when you have like separate kind of veggies and stuff and then you put a sauce on top. Yeah, like now that we've been doing it, I really need to eat this. It actually is kind of hot, so it's kind of nice to just sit and talk for a second. Yeah, this is good. Now that Chris and I have been doing methodology for a couple of months, like every week for a couple of months, I can say that we do see like repeat meals that come up, but some of the veggies and like herbs and whatever might be a bit different just because they do use like what's in season. This one I would order again. I think I have seen it before, but I don't think I ordered it before. This one I'd order again. Yesterday's for sure I would order again. Might order like double. I don't know. They do have so many options though. You do have the opportunity at the end of your week to give feedback on each individual meal. Like you rate it out of 5 and you can add comments and stuff. So I feel like the ones that people really like, they'll repeat it in the future, which is really good. They listen to the people, help decide what to repeat in the future. Yeah, and then you can kind of give like feedback for the ones that you didn't love so much. Definitely, I'm gonna give this one and yesterday a 5 out of 5, and I hope to see it again. I'm gonna finish eating this. I have a couple more errands to run, and then I'll sum up how I feel about methodology. Talk to you guys soon. Just restarted my computer for no reason. How are we all? After I ate that meal, I made my avocado toast. Insert picture here. That was pretty good. And I've been doing this thing where I try not to stay in one place for too long, like lay down or sit down after I eat, because I heard that after you eat, glucose levels spike, and then it can cause you to be more susceptible to weight gain because you're not using that like glucose, like it's getting stored instead of being put to use. So it's best if you can go for even like a 10-minute walk around the block, 20 to 30 minutes after you eat. So anyways, I got this package. I had pre-ordered this suede jacket from Source Unknown, and I think I ordered it in like July or August, and it just got here. Well, I just picked it up today, and it's so nice. It's like real suede, so it's a little more pricey, And because it's like an online shop, I didn't know if it was gonna look good. Like I couldn't try it on, and there's like lots of pictures of people on Instagram in it, but with different filters and stuff, I wasn't sure of the color, and it's one size. So it's like one size only. There's no like small, medium, large. So I wasn't sure if it was gonna fit, but it's really nice. So I'm happy. Anyways, I wanted to kind of share my final thoughts on methodology. We've been reordering week after week for, I want to say almost 2 months now. I feel like I can check right now. I have my laptop in front of me. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I think my first week was August 12th, which makes sense because I was on vacation the week before and I wouldn't have ordered it for that week. So almost 2 months, yeah. So, and we've done it every week. Final thoughts. So I always wanted to do like a food subscription, like meal delivery service, because Chris and I are busy. It would just alleviate some of the stress of to-dos throughout the week. We're both experienced with meal prepping. Like he used to be a chef and I have meal prepped my entire life. So it's not difficult. Well, I don't want to say it's not difficult, but it takes time. It's just something that we knew we could outsource. Like there's other stuff that we want to do, like spend time with each other. Now that we have a home, we're trying to do all this like shopping and organizing for it. So that's taking a lot of time. We have a lot of trips coming up. Anyways, it's the one thing that we can successfully outsource. Also, we're just 2 people and we want like a variety of foods. But for me, for example, like I like to have a variety of greens. Like I like to have broccoli and spinach and kale, asparagus, and that's just greens. We also know that it's healthy to eat a variety of vegetables. It's just not logistically possible to prep all of those things every week. We do want to prioritize like health and wellness, and it's not worth our time to go out and buy all those different things from like different like farmers markets and supermarkets, come home and meal prep each different thing. It's just, again, it's a time thing, and we think it'd be more worth our time and money if we could put it into something like outsourcing for a meal prep or meal delivery service. And plus methodology, like it follows like my dietary requirements, and maybe not Chris's, but the dietary requirements that I want him to try to adhere to, at least most of the time. But again, it's all like really high quality food. There is no artificial flavors, there's no artificial ingredients, there's no refined sugar, there's no processed ingredients, there's no gluten. It's dairy free, casein free, whey free, lactose free. It's cooked with mostly avocado oil and olive oil here and there. Good portion sizes too. That's very aesthetic, which is like important for some people, including me. I'm a very aesthetically focused person and it's just easy. Yeah, so I think those are all things that methodology had, and that's why we wanted it in our lives. So mostly just like saving time and variation. There's a lot of other like, well, there's tons of like meal prep, meal delivery services, but they're all the same few ingredients, just like prepared differently. Hey, like I've done the meal prep for a long time and I'm used to the white fish on asparagus and white rice, and the chicken on like peas and rice. Like I'm used to like the very simple meals, and I find that a lot of these meal prep services do kind of the same thing. Rice with a vegetable medley and then a protein of some sort, and then like a sauce, a potato and like broccoli, and then a protein and a sauce. I could just make this at home. I have the time to do that. Like I can make simple meals all week long, but I also just want like the variety. That's what we should be eating, right? Like we should be eating multiple different kind of vegetables, greens and proteins every week. That's kind of what I wanted. I want something more than just like a starch, a veggie, and a protein with some sauce. Anyways, review. So let's actually get into a rundown. Final thoughts on methodology. So my final thoughts will be kind of around why I wanted to try it and did it satisfy those needs. So is there variation? Yes, there's lots of variation. They do a lot of different kind of veggies, meat, and starches, and yeah, I feel like I get a huge variety. And there's also breakfast. It's kind of like breakfast and dinners. Like you can do breakfast like chia pudding or overnight oats is kind of like, and there's like egg whites, eggs, steak and eggs, that kind of thing. Chris and I are really good at breakfast. Like that's probably, I feel like the quickest meal to make every day. We make it before work, so we don't really need help with that. Although Chris likes overnight oats and chia pudding and that kind of thing, so I have gotten a few of those for him. But we mostly get like the lunch and dinners, which are kind of grouped together in like one category on methodology. And we're really happy with those. Lots of variation there. Lots of flavor. I went through this throughout the week. Obviously, I like them. I've reordered it a few times. Does it save us time? Obviously it's like a huge time saver. If it needs to be reheated, it's in under 3 minutes. It gives you a stovetop or microwave option, so it's really easy for when I'm at work or at home and just on the run. It comes in those jars, which you can put right in the microwave, and actually you can actually keep the jars. So I love the jars. A lot of them do say methodology on the side, so hopefully that doesn't bother you. And they have cute like pink lids that have like stickers. Obviously I've showed like some of the foods. They have like those stickers on top that describe the food, like the title, the nutritional ingredients, whatever, nutritional information. And those stickers actually come off really easily. Just make sure you peel them off before you wash the lid, because once those stickers get wet, it's really hard to get off. The adhesive sticks to the lid, which is really annoying to get off later. But yeah, you can keep the jars, like, and it's no additional cost to you. So I actually emailed them because I'm like, what happens if I were to keep some jars? And they're like, yeah, no, they're yours to keep. You can either return them. So every week when my new order arrives, you can have a box, like everything comes in a methodology box. I showed at the beginning of the video, I think, and everything comes in a box. So when you enter that box, keep the box, and anything you want to return, like any of the empty jars or containers or whatever, just put in that box and put that outside so that next week they pick up that box. They only pick up one box at a time, so if you are ordering like a ton of food every week, they're still only going to pick up one box. Because my first week I ordered like 2 boxes worth of food, and they're like, oh, we only have enough room to pick up like 1 box per household, but we could fit all the empties in that 1 box. But actually we kept a lot of them. Like, we keep the jars every week because we are using them for everything. We use them in the bathroom for like Q-tips and cotton pads. We use them for like storage for like our rice and our other things. Like, it says methodology, but it's really light. I'll go get one, but it's like super cute, and the pink lids I love. We're gonna start meal prepping more ourselves because it's also very inspiring. Like, I also really, that's another thing I didn't mention, is that another reason we wanted to do this was like for inspiration. Because yeah, you can like scroll Pinterest and find things where you're like, for me, like looking at something on Pinterest, I'm like, yeah, it looks good, but is it good? I don't know what I feel like until I eat it. So with these, like, there's some things I'm like, that's pretty good, and it can't be that hard to make. Like, I'm not gonna have all the ingredients, but I can make something like that. So it inspires me, you know, to make something. And we're gonna start, so we can use those jars again. Let me grab one. Okay, the sun is like really trying, so I'm gonna move. But anyways, jars. So it's this, says methodology, food as medicine. They have like these ones, they have even taller ones, and then the short little ones that we use for like Q-tips and cotton pads and stuff. And these are the pink lids. So cute. So we keep them. We keep them every week. I don't even know if I finished that last sentence, but the girl that works at Methodology, when I emailed her, they're so responsive too. Like, their customer service is so good, which I love. Like, and they're so knowledgeable. And you get newsletters well, the first month that we were doing Methodology, you get like emails every week about like just like knowledge or like fun fact stuff about like gut biome. This has been a really good experience so far. But yeah, the girl was like, you can keep them, you can return them, you can recycle them, like whatever you want. So yeah, we've just been keeping them. But yeah, I did mention that we did order a lot of food the first week to maybe have something to eat every day of the week for each of us, plus a few breakfasts, and it was just too much. Well, first of all, I actually don't eat that much. I still have my protein powder in the morning, and I like to have like snackies throughout the day, and we still make our breakfast, like I said. So it's really just about having one more meal a day. But even sometimes we like to make our own thing, or maybe we're going out or something. So we kind of, after the first week, we slowed down quite a bit. I think we do about maybe 3 meals each per week. Plus I get another breakfast for him, like maybe a chia pudding and or an overnight oat kind of thing, which is like the perfect amount of food. So I'd say a lot of the meals are okay with being frozen. So maybe if that does happen to you and you order quite a bit, we should have been more realistic and either like froze some or gave them away. I don't think they went bad. We just really forced ourselves to like eat the food, and we're like, this is too much. It was good though, because I wanted to try a lot, but it's too much food. So basically when you order, I'll actually go to the website right now really quickly. So I don't know how much you can see with it being like screen on screen. I could probably like record screen and post this, but I'm not going to. Superfood apple pie overnight oats, those are so good. And then there's stuff like I think I'm gonna get these smoky pastured bacon frittata wraps. There's no picture, which kind of sucks, but that sounds really good. And then we get into like lunch dinner. So I've had the borscht before, really good. More of a hearty meal for sure with the beef, very good. This bulgogi beef, also really good. We've had that before. I think we had something like this, and we had a curry with blue coconut rice before. I will say with rice in general, like if you've ever had a rice dish and had to reheat the rice, unless it's in like a soup form, it can be quite dry. Not the same texture as when you eat rice fresh. And it does say when you're reheating it, at least I've always done it in the microwave, so maybe that's my fault, but you're supposed to add a teaspoon of water to the dish when you're reheating it in the microwave, and it still just isn't as good. So I kind of tried to avoid the dishes with rice because I know for me, like, they just don't work out and I don't like the texture of the rice like the next day. But maybe if I were to reheat it like stovetop, the rice would be better, but I just know for myself, like, it's just not gonna be what I want. I've had this stew before and it's really good. Chris really liked this one. Yeah, and then they have kind of similar dishes but plant-based. And then they have these things at the bottom, like family meal. We've had this lasagna before. Chris didn't love it. It was a little bland, like the sauce. I actually didn't mind it, and it was really quick and easy. And really good macros, like good protein, like low fat, low carb. And we haven't tried this pot pie before, but I kind of want to try it. Other than that, like we usually just get the prepared meals, and then I showed you that I've had like the apple cider and then the collagen protein bars. But yeah, there's like, you can get like just plain ingredients and just have those ready to go. You can get like the bakery and snacks, so that's where I get the collagen protein bars, but they have like donuts and desserts. So yeah, we're gonna get this time. Vegan mini grain-free pumpkin cheesecake. We're gonna get that because we love pumpkin pie and cheesecake and everything. And there's mousse and so many things. And there's groceries, so you can just get like straight up meats. It sounds weird, but straight up meats. Bone broth, like all these things. And then drinks is where I got like the shrubs. They have like fresh pressed juice. Just like so many things. So sorry, I hope I didn't ramble too much, but there's just so much, and I feel like this video will not even do it justice. But in terms of like pricing, so it is one of the like higher priced meal delivery services. I think the dishes start at $20 each, and they can go up to like $35 per dish based on like the ingredients and like how specialty they are and stuff. Like I think there's some with like, I haven't seen lobster myself yet, but I heard there are lobster dishes sometimes and crab and whatever, so those will be more expensive. When you get couples, like the options are a standard size, a large size, and then couples, which is 2 standards. So I think the difference between like standard and large are like 3-ish ounces. If I'm just getting one thing like that I know I'll like and Chris won't like, or vice versa, I'll just get the standard. And then when we do a couples, you save a little bit of money ordering like 2 standards together, which is couples. You know what I mean? When you order couples, it's 2 standards, so you save money because you're ordering 2 of the same. If you're just ordering for you, like you're one person, if you don't mind eating the same thing twice in 1 week, then maybe just get couples for yourself, which I've done before. Like I know I really like this dish and Chris doesn't, so I'm just gonna get couples, but for myself. And honestly, like 20 something a meal is not that bad, because when people go, like when Chris goes to In-N-Out and gets like a 3x3 or a 4x4 with like animal style fries, it's like $20. Like this is so much better quality food. It's worth it, and it's like in the comfort of your own home. Like I don't have to wait in a long lineup to get it. It's just there ready in 3 minutes, boom. But honestly, like if I had no budget at all, I would eat this breakfast, lunch, and dinner because it is good. And I can see how eating this, no refined sugars, no artificial ingredients, dairy-free, whatever, 7 days a week, I can see how that would make you feel so good. So moving forward, yeah, we're still gonna order Methodology. We usually get, like I said, like 3 lunch dinners per week each. So like maybe 3 couples meals per week, and then like maybe a breakfast for him, and either breakfast for me, and or like those collagen protein bars, or like an apple cider vinegar drink or something. I really like it. I think it really helps alleviate some of the stress for me. This saves us so much trouble. Like I feel better for both of us just going into a busy week of work, just knowing that at least we have food ready for us. He doesn't feel the need to go get fast food, and I can eat like actual meals that aren't just protein powder and rice cakes. Anyways, I'm gonna finish my coffee and do some other computer things. Actually, that next week's menu looks so good. Like, I feel like because we've been a part of it for 2 months now, some of those things, like I said, like I've had this before, and they've been like top of my list things. So I'm actually really excited, especially for that apple pie overnight oats. I really want to like figure out how to make that. So I'll try to actually post those meals on Instagram next week. So follow me over there on Instagram. Actually, I also have a discount code for you for Methodology. If you are going to try it, they do deliver nationwide. I have a 10% discount code. Like, you can cancel anytime too. That's what I love about this membership. And actually we skipped this week. So today's Friday. On Sunday, we won't get a delivery because I'm first call next week, which means I'm home all day next week. So I can actually cook. I just wanted to see, like, will I cook? Kind of like forcing myself to try. Yeah, so you can like pause your subscription, you can cancel it anytime, tons of flexibility. But if you do want to give it a try, I have a discount code. It's Holland 1817, so HOLLAND 1817. I'll put it down below and on the screen. But yeah, give it a try. 10% off your first order. Yeah, it's just like a good option to have. Yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. Like, leave a comment down below. You can DM me on Instagram. Otherwise, have a great weekend, guys. It feels like fall here now. Like in Culver City in LA, it's getting like crisp outside. Like when you stand in the sun, it's still warm, but there's like a coldness in the air. But yeah, have like a warm and cozy weekend, and talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.